expressing my sincere condolences to those affected by devastating floods in Valencia. And now in the beginning, I will start on Bulgarian and I will continue in English. So, уважаеми председатели, уважаеми членове на Комисията по промишленост,
Honorable chairs, honorable members of the ITRE committee and the Culture committee. It is a privilege for me to stand here before you. Not long ago, I sat in a similar chamber in Sofia, serving the Bulgarian citizens as Member of Parliament. Thanks to this experience, I now have the deepest respect for this institution, which is the voice of European citizens. I wholeheartedly thank the Bulgarian government for my nomination. I have been extremely honored that President Ursula von der Leyen entrusted me to be the Commissioner designate for such a strategic portfolio. I believe that my administrative and political experience at the highest level have equipped me with the ability to deal with my tasks as European Commissioner. The policy area for which I have been proposed is at the heart of the European competitiveness agenda. We need to put research and innovation at the center of all our policies in order to secure Europe's future. And this has been put into sharp relief by three important reports: the Letta report, the Draghi report and the Hayter report. Against this background, I have the honor to share with you my vision for the portfolio Startups, Research and Innovation.
As President von der Leyen outlined, RNI must be at the heart of a stronger and more competitive Europe. To unleash the full potential of RNI, we clearly need to invest more resources, more strategically, and in a more coordinated way. Generative AI alone is estimated to add between 2 and 4 trillion euros to industries from pharmaceuticals to manufacturing. 1/3 of the CO2 reductions we need by 2050 will come from green technologies that are not yet on the market. Our RNI investments are lower than those of the US, China and Japan. Uncoordinated research efforts across member states also weigh on our innovation performance. If confirmed, I will work tirelessly to shift this course. Our biggest strength is our people with their talent and creativity. We have 2 million bright minds that make Europe a global RNI powerhouse with the second highest research output in the world. This is the heart of our solid research and innovation base. Europe's successes rest upon the collaboration and partnership of all its parts. If confirmed, 5 key priorities will guide my action, for which I am asking your trust and cooperation in the mandate ahead. They are united by my vision to construct a real European Research and Innovation Union that will enable Europe to become the most competitive region in the world. My first priority will be to strengthen the European research area with a new ERA Act. First, we must strive harder to reach our 3% GDP target for RNI. Today, we are only at 2.3%, and this is clearly not enough. Here, our ambitions should be matched by pragmatism. I believe that commonly agreed national trajectories can help to achieve this goal, despite different starting points. Second, 27 excellent but fragmented research strategies do not make a good European one. 90% of European public RNI comes from national and regional funding, a firepower 9 times bigger than Horizon Europe. Lack of coordination creates inefficient funding systems, discourages mobility, and fails to exploit opportunities for cross-border cooperation. Third, we must make sure that talent remains in the EU and avoid further brain drain. The fifth freedom of movement of researchers, scientific knowledge, and technology needs to be ensured. Freedom of research will also be a core element of the Act. I fully support the Parliament's position on this matter. I also support investment in research and technology infrastructures. EU funding has created a world-class public network of supercomputers, and our Joint Research Centre hosts unique infrastructure. These successes should inspire us in more critical sectors. Next to the AIR Act, I will significantly expand our European Research Council to fund more excellent research. My second priority for the Research and Innovation Union will be to make a leap forward for European innovation and European startups and scale-up companies. The key challenge of Europe is to mobilize more private investment into research and innovation. We must support our companies much better to commercialize and scale up their innovation here in Europe. As Mr. Draghi highlights, many of them often fail to successfully pass the growth stage. Every startup moving to third countries to seek capital represents a waste of European resources, a loss of European jobs, and missed opportunities for our communities. We must stop Europe's innovation drain. This starts by addressing the two most critical challenges for our innovators: access to capital and excessive red tape. This is why I will strongly expand and enhance the European Innovation Council, offering more opportunities, especially for disruptive and high-risk venture. The EIC is currently only able to fund a tiny minority of excellent projects, only 8%. It highlights the enormous demand of innovation funding. I will strengthen cooperation with the European Investment Bank and the recently launched Trusted Investors Network to foster private co-investment with the EIC fund. But funding is not enough. I will present a comprehensive startup and scale-up strategy and organize a European Startup and Scale-up Forum as quickly as possible. Specifically, our new European Innovation Act will address regulatory and administrative burden for our innovative companies. We need a 28 regime that will provide an attractive EU-wide status. I will also advance promising instruments like innovative procurement and regulatory sandboxes. My third priority will be to boost our research and innovation capacity in key technologies. Mr. Draghi pointed out that Europe cannot afford to remain trapped in middle technologies and industries. This is why I will ensure that R&I efforts are coordinated and concentrated in key technologies and areas with disruptive potential where we can build a global competitive advantage. From green technologies to biotech and productivity-enhancing digital tech. We witnessed the power of the EU collaborative efforts in the rapid development of COVID vaccines that saved so many lives. A European strategy to promote life sciences by 2040 is imperative. The strategy to be proposed in 2025 will allow life sciences and biotech to remain a major driver of Europe's competitiveness. If confirmed, I will also propose a strategy to increase the uptake of AI in science, which carries a huge productivity potential. I also helped to set up a European Air Research Council to support these efforts. I will propose an Advanced Materials Act to enhance their development and production in Europe. Our Research and Innovation Union must be inclusive in methods and substance. This leads me to my fourth priority. As a minister, I built a track record in promoting women. You can count on me to work relentlessly to promote women in R&I. Women outnumber men at graduate levels, yet hold just 1 in 4 highest academic positions. This is not due to the lack of talent, but to structural barriers. I will present an action plan on women in R&I and startups, covering initiatives from gender research to safer workplace. I will strive to achieve the target of 50% women in all Horizon-related boards, expert groups, and evaluation committees. I will work to enhance the Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions, which is very successful in attracting female researchers. I want to strengthen university alliances to provide more attractive career perspective for our researchers, including women and young people. Within the first 100 days of my mandate, I will organize a youth dialogue, which I commit to hold annually. My last, but certainly not least priority, will be an ambitious budget for our next framework program. The past 40 years, our framework programs have been a unique European and global tool with clear impact. Not only they have supported unicorns and many Nobel Prizes winners, including this year's Nobel Prize winner of chemistry, Professor David Becker, they also improved our citizens' quality of life, created jobs and growth. Horizon 2020 returned between 5 and 11 euros for each euro invested, and Horizon Europe's long-term impact is estimated between 800 and 975 billion. Not bad. In line with President von der Leyen's political guidelines, I will do my utmost to increase our research and innovation spending. This simply makes economic sense. We will need to continue to make sure that the whole of Europe benefits from the framework program. This is at the heart of the debate on widening, where progress has been made recently, but much more needs to be achieved. And let me underline, from widening measures to be successful, stronger national efforts in R&I spending in all member states will be crucial. To make the framework program even more impactful, I will strive for radical simplification and clear priorities. From a global perspective, I will remain committed to promote international research and innovation cooperation through a balanced approach that fosters reciprocity, a level playing field, and protects our strategic autonomy and economic security. And I am committed to include and work with Ukrainian researchers and innovators as much as possible. If confirmed, I will also visit all our member states to seek their support, to hear the views of our universities, research organizations, startups, and SMEs. To achieve these goals, I will count on the experience in these committees and work as a team with Executive Vice Presidents Sejourné and Virkkunen, but also Commissioner Serafin and other commissioners. Honourable Member, I am humbled to be the candidate to lead such a key portfolio for Europe's future. If confirmed, I will draw on my ministerial experience to oversee the work of 2 Directorates General, but also on my true European commitment. I promise to engage in strong and intensive cooperation with the European Parliament. Next to the regular structured dialogue with the ITRE committee, I am ready to meet the coordinators of political groups on a regular basis to discuss topics related to my portfolio. If confirmed, I plan extensive exchange with all of you, honourable members, on key aspects on R&I policy and on the next framework programme. I look forward to answering your questions in detail and in full transparency. Thank you for your attention.